Joined us. I'm sharing my screen again. So that's all I have for user roles and groups. So if you have any queries, you can ask me. Else we will go to new topic. Sharath, Rohit, Sai Kiran. Yeah.
वो क्लियर कर दो.
Okay. Yes. So then we will see how we can configure application and application menu. Like we have seen what is application and application menu. Application module. How we can restrict this for particular users. So let's see. For that, you have to go to application menu. Yeah. So before going to that, first incident. Yes. So you can see we have incident as application menu and create new, assign to me, open, all these are modules. Okay. So let's explore this one. Application menu. And we have incident. Yes. So this is our application menu. So this is the name, this is in global application, and that is active. And what are the roles like here? Restrict access to the specified roles, otherwise all users can see this application menu when it is active. Okay, they are saying this. So we have restricted only 2 users here, ITIL role and SN underscore incident underscore role. So the people who have either this role or this role. Okay, so as I have told you about ITIL role, right? Like ITIL are the person who has most of the access after admin. Like admin is the person who will have access to 100% of service now. So ITIL, we can say he has access to around 60% of service now, because he can't do any coding, he can't configure anything. Okay, so that is the purpose. And in that again we have models like incident, problem, change, right? So we can't give access to all the people. So there will be a separate group of people who will work on incident. There will be separate group of people who will work on problem, and separate group of people on change management. And under that also we will have like incident. In incident we will have a manager who will manage all the incidents, like he will be the group manager of that incident related things. And we will have incident related users who will work on that incidents, right? So again in that we will have roles like example incident manager, then incident, like we can directly go like incident employee. So they will have different access based on their roles. So for example incident manager, so we will allow that person to assign incident to anyone. Okay, so we will provide him that access. Or else he can close an incident. Okay, we will provide him access. But for employee, incident employee, he need to do R&D about that incident, and he needs to just fill a description, short description, and he needs to update work notes, and he just need to close that ticket. So we are limiting access for this, but we are giving little more access for this role. So based on that we will have like similar with problem, like problem manager, problem employee, such roles we will have. Okay, so we have a default role here, ESN underscore incident underscore read. So for example, we will provide this role to the people, to the group of people who are working on incident. So they will be able to see incident. Okay, so that is the purpose. And specify menu category, which defines the navigation menu style. The default value is custom application. Like if here you want to add that to anyone, anything like under any category, so you can put that here. Yes. Administrator, custom application label, or you can even create a new menu and you can add that inside it. Okay. And this is just hint and description. Everyone knows about that. So nothing to explain. And under that, we have these modules, right? Incident, create, assign to me, open in new state. All these are modules. And as we have restriction, role-based restrictions here, so same we will have that restriction on these modules as well. So for some purpose, like we will show application menu to all the people who are working on incident, like incident manager, incident employee. But coming to modules, we will show only 2 modules to our, for example, we will show only assign to me module to our incident employee. I mean, and we will show remaining all modules to our incident employee. So we can even restrict that. Okay. So I have opened this module, and again you can see we have this a role base here, and here you can see ITIL is common, but here you can see there is a different role, SN underscore incident underscore write. And this write access is because we need to give them access so that they can create an incident. Okay. And you can see this option also, override application menu rules. Okay. So what is that? This is module, but this is our application, right? If you want to override that, you need to tick mark this. And again, active or inactive. And this is if you want to provide URL of that. So this will be your URL. Just I'm copying that for our purpose, and I will try to put that somewhere. I'm removing this, and I will try to give this one. Let's see if it works. No. Okay. But it will be the URL that will populate on the top. Okay, no problem. Just let's remove this. Okay, .com. Incident. Okay. So all these things. Okay, and here you can see, as I have told you yesterday, it will show tables name in URL. So that is here. And if you apply like sysid, there is no ticket created. That's why it will show sysid as -1. And this is your query. If you have queried anything like active is true, all those things it will show here. Okay. And in some cases, it will show even view. So we can say it will show like sys view is equal to your view sysid, that user view or default view. Okay. So that is about module, and in that we have classic mobile modules. If you are working on any mobile application, like even ServiceNow create mobile application, here we don't need any Android or anything, but we can create ServiceNow application for mobile applications. Okay, so we call that as mobile modules. That is a different concept, and that will be like most of the company, like if we have 100 companies, only 10 or 15 companies will request for mobile modules, but most of the companies will not request. Okay, so the mobile development for ServiceNow is we can say is a rare topic. Okay, and that doesn't come under ITSM. It is a separate concept. So we have seen about this application menu and incident. So till now, Able Tutor will was not able to see our application and menus, right? So here I will try to give him a role, which we created, u underscore that Gautam thing. U underscore that is here. So I am providing this role here. So all the people with this role also will be able to see incident. Going to that and save. I'm not sure if they will see modules or not, but they will be able to see incident as incident application. Sorry, going to Able Tutor. Incident. So here you can see he's able to see, but he is able to see only this like 4 or 5 modules, but he is not able to see that create new those things. Okay, because I think in application that role and this assigned to me open role are same. That is why it is showing. And let's try to give to that create new module as well. Application. Incident. Okay. Now I will try from I will remove from application and I will give only to menu. First save this. Okay, then we have that in second page. So reloading that. So here control fu underscore demo and moving that here. So let's see what happened now. Again going to Able Tutor. Incident. See, he is able to see only incident and create new. And why he is able to see the incident? Because we have this option, override application menu roles. So this is overriding that. And that's why it is showing application name as well. So clear how we can restrict application and application menu modules. Any queries on this? Sharath, Rohit.
No, no, Gautam. Clear.
Okay. Oh. So you and you can create your own application also. Try to create your own application menu, and try to give your roles here. And you can even create a category, so it will show under that. So you can try this for today. So this is the purpose, like because of this application and application menu role restrictions, we will show all this application and menu on the left hand side to admin, but we have some restrictions for ITIL. So we do that using application menu and module restrictions. So clear? Okay, so I'm done with my class. Do we have any queries from last 6 days? Because this is Saturday. I can wait for more half an hour if you have any queries, any particular topic or something which we have covered. Sharath, Rohit, Sai Kiran, Sohel. Anything from last 6 days?
Yeah, actually, we need to practice a bit because we did not get time in the weekdays. So yeah, we'll spend some time today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then fine. So practice the topics we covered till now. Even try this application menu restrictions. Try to create a user, add that to any group and roles, all those things. And just remember this groups, because if you in future, if you get into ServiceNow development, these are the common groups you will open every day. You will open 10 times every day. So just remember this. And how you will open this, I will if we have 5 minutes, I will tell some shortcuts of ServiceNow. Like type your table name here and small list. Okay, dot list, but in small. So it will open in same content panel. Okay. And if I give sys underscore user dot capital list, oh sorry, yes, sys underscore user dot capital list, then it will open in a new windows. Okay, so that is a shortcut. And then we have form, sys underscore user dot form, a small form. So it will open in this content panel only. And same dot capital form, it will open in a new windows. So these are the shortcuts we have in service now. Okay, small list, capital list, small form, capital form. Fine. Same with incident, like incident is a table, incident dot capital list. So it should, okay, so I have given double D, incident dot capital list. So it will open in a new form, new windows. Clear?
Yes, Gautam.
So on Monday we will cover a topic called as update set. Like update set is like we are making some development in our instance, right? We are adding fields, we are creating new tables, we are doing some things. So we have to capture that somewhere, and we have to move that to test instance and production, right? So we have concept called as update set. So whenever you make any development, that will automatically get captured in update set. We will see how we can create an update set and how the things will get captured in update set, and what are the things that will get captured and what are the things that will not get captured in update set. We will discuss that on Monday, and we will try to move update set from one instance, like this from dev 11473 to some another instance. Like I will take Sharat's or Rohit's instance, and I will create a table in this, and I will move that update set to another instance. So that will get created there also. So that is the concept of update set. Like how we can create, what are the things, like how we retrieve that in second instance. We will see all those things, and after that we will be done with configuration part, and after that we will go to scripting from mostly Tuesday. Okay, so for Sai Kiran and Sohel, before we go to our scripting part, go through JavaScript, and you can where you can learn that, w3schools.com. okay, and you no need to learn whole JavaScript, like 100% is not required. Just see how we define a variable. Define variable, like for example, it will be like var a is equal to 0, some like this. So just see what is that and how we define. Okay, and here we don't need concept like if that is a int or that is a string. We don't need that specific data type. For everything you can add as a var. No need of int 64 that we have in .NET. Okay, so var is the default data type, which will take all kind, like it will take number, it will take array, object, everything. So just this one. Then in we have like set value dot get value. Just go through this, like just check like how we can set a value, how we can retrieve a value. These you will find in JavaScript. Then we have dot replace. Then we have split option. Then we have concat. Then we have index of. Okay, and we have a look into array also, like how we can see like after splitting we will get that in array, right? So see what is array and how we can, what is like array of 0 or array of 1. Those things also you can learn what is array concept. Okay, Okay, so I think this will be enough. Yeah, and one more thing, alert. Alert, we can show, like if we have something in alert, we will see that on the top of screen. So check what is alert in JavaScript. Okay, yeah, this will be enough. Nothing more required than this. Sharath, Rohit, if you want to check, you can also check. These are the common set value and get value is common in client script. And this you will use on requirement. If you want to replace anything, split, all these things, that's on our requirement. Okay.
So, Gautam, just one doubt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in the form for creation, if you want to create any button like update, there is on the top, you can see the
Yes.
buttons, right?
Yes.
So that will come under script part.
Yes, that will come under a script part. But we
Okay.
no need to create using HTML or anything. We have a concept called UI actions. Okay, so
Okay.
using that UI actions, we will create these buttons, and and we can say that is also a part of scripting. We will see those, and okay, like
Okay. So
adding this button is a part of script. And making field mandatory, read only, visible or hide, that is also a part of script. So we will see those.
okay.
Any other queries?
Nothing. Gautam. So Gautam, can you upload these videos today, like last week's? And
Yes, I will do that today.
is
And
it
I will,
yeah.
yes, I'm not going to upload that as a public, but I will upload that as private, and I will email those links to your ID
Sure.
email. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, then fine. Thank you for today.
Okay. Gautam. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.